Olivia Rodrigo's third album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So In Love, has been out for the weekend now, and I've tried to sit down and create a ranking of all the songs, but I've genuinely found it so difficult because I really like all of them. So I'd want to put one in one place, but then want to put one above it, but then actually no, I wanted to put it there. So this is my current ranking of Olivia's new album. If you're new here, my name's Beth and I post videos all about Olivia Rodrigo, deep diving into her lyrics, career, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button if that sounds like something that you like. I'll put my first initial ranking on the screen here. So I wrote this at about 12:40 to 12:45 after I listened to the album. You'll see that with this and then with my current ranking, which I'll show you now, number one has not changed. My top song is still 100% Honeybee. I just think this song is so beautifully written and the melody on it is just so amazing. And as soon as I listened to it on release night, I just knew that it was going to be my favourite song. I just love the chorus so much, where it says, "I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear I could spend my whole life knowing." I think I can recall in an interview she said that she'd written a song that she hopes that people would play at their weddings. And it is 100% this song. It's just so beautiful, and I can really see this being mine first dance at their wedding because it is just so beautiful. My second song originally was Cigarette Smoke. I do really love that song, but I have changed it and it is currently Expectations. Just from like the music itself, I think it's just such a fun, upbeat, dancey song, and it's going to be so amazing to listen and dance to on tour. But I also think, like, as fun of a song it is, it has a really important message in it, and that's to actually have expectations when you're going into a relationship, not to just sort of settle. And I think we can just all agree that the chorus, "I won't settle for a guy with a fake job," is just so iconic. Bringing it back to Cigarette Smoke, I have moved that down to number 3. It's such an emotional song and it just really made me like feel, if that makes sense. And the fact that it's 5 minutes and 40 seconds long, almost 6 minutes. Oh my god. I swear I watched an interview where she said she wished she could have made it longer. This one stuck out to me for a few reasons, with one lyric absolutely piercing my heart, and it was, "I regret you and how long I stayed." How much of a punch in the gut is that lyric? Because I'm 99% sure we have all been in a situation like that, where you're in a relationship, you know you need to leave it, but you just can't muster up that courage to leave, and so when you do eventually leave, you look back and you think, "Oh, I really regret how long I stayed." So that hit me like a train. Then also the lyrics, "I thought we played the perfect couple until you didn't want the part." Again, that is just, I can't even find the words that I want to say to talk about that lyric. Because again, I personally have been, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have as well, been in a relationship where you're with someone and it starts off amazing, like it's the sort of honeymoon period, and then they suddenly start losing interest, they stop texting as much, you stop hanging out as much, stop saying "I love you," or like they'll just put "love you" or ILY, and they just sort of lose interest in being that person that they were at the start of the relationship, and they don't want to play the part of the perfect couple anymore. And then again, sorry, there's so much to talk about with this song, "I regret you and what I let slide." Oh my god. That's like being in a relationship and you think, "Oh well, they didn't mean that," or "Oh, it only happened a couple times, oh, and they promise it won't happen again." This song, I could make a whole video on just this song alone and analysing the lyrics because it is so amazingly written. At number 4, I've put Maggots for Brains, which is a massive jump because I previously had it as number 11. But on like my second, third, fourth, fifth listen of the album, this has become one that I find myself coming back to a lot and looping because it's just such a fun song. Number 5, I've got My Way. I am obsessed with this song. Just this intro alone is just like, I'm obsessed with that. As soon as I listened to that, I was like, yes. And I feel like the amazing thing about this song is that you don't necessarily have to apply it to a relationship, because we have all encountered those annoying ass people, whether it's in a relationship, with a friendship, or just someone that's annoying and like trying to copy you. So that theme, along with like the really upbeat, again, the amazing track, I really love this song. At number 6, I've put Stupid Song, which is the 3rd single off the album, which has jumped up massively because previously I had that at number 12. But I do think this is a song that I had to let sit with me for a while, and I had to listen to it a few more times. I really love how this one starts as like a piano melody and then it goes into the sort of upbeat, and something I really love about it is like the chorus. As it goes on, it's like, "And I love you more than," like, and it gets like faster and faster and faster, and it just feels like when you've got like that first crush and like you're getting breathless when you're speaking to them and you feel all like giddy and you're just like, that's what this song gives me, which I think is perfectly represented in the lyric, "I'm a car speeding down the boulevard without a brake." It's that feeling of like endless running or like endless driving, obviously, as she said in the song. At number 7, I've put Less. And can we just talk about the placement of Less for a second on the track list? You go from What's Wrong With Me to Less, which is like it's a sad song, a really sad song. And then you go to Expectations, which is like this really upbeat, dancey song. And then you go to Cigarette Smoke as the closing track, and you're just like, oh, there was just so many emotions felt when listening to that for the first time in order. I really, really love Less because it's like exploring the breakdown of a relationship, which is such an amazing concept for a song. Actually discussing how you're feeling in the break, because we see so many love songs, we see so many breakup songs, and I just love that we've got one that's actually exploring that feeling of you love someone so much and you're with them, but you know that it's not working out. So we've got the lyrics, maybe it'll fix itself tomorrow, but I've been saying that like every night, like convincing yourself that it's gonna get better and it's gonna change, but ultimately it doesn't, and then you're just stuck in this same loop with repeated behaviours. And then also this lyric, which comes right after that, you say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more, so you do the noble thing and open up the door. Basically, she's crying her eyes out and he's just leaving her, which is just so gut-wrenching and sad, and this definitely belongs on the pretty sad side of the album, obviously. These lyrics paired with the melodies and the piano in the song is just chef's kiss, absolutely perfect, and it is just such a beautifully well written song. At number 8 I've put The Cure, which is the second single off of the album. As soon as this song came out, I was just absolutely obsessed with it, listening to it on repeat. The bridge is phenomenal, and it just again makes you feel like you could just be running through like an empty field singing and screaming this bridge. The lyric that stood out to me the most when I first listened to this song, and still does today, is it doesn't matter how your love feels anymore, it will never be the cure. Sort of that acceptance that like the relationship is not going to work, your love is not fixing me, it's not mending me, it's actually breaking me, and that is something personally I have felt, and I'm sure again so many of you have. So this song is just again so emotional and so beautiful. At number 9 I've put Begged, which I have literally been obsessed with since I heard her sing it on SNL. This song, for personal reasons, means literally everything to me, and it was really difficult to put it at number 9 because again it's one of those situations where I want it to be number 1. It's begging for validation, begging for like feeling like you have to beg your significant other for the basicness of a relationship, which is really sad because like you just think, I know that I'm begging you for this, I know that it's not working out, but then she has the lyric, I'm an anchor in the ocean, you know I could never leave. So it's that situation where you know it's not right, you know it's not working, you're begging for the basic things, but you love them so much that you can't leave the relationship. And I just again think that is such a sad concept to be singing about. It's gut-wrenching and heartbreaking, but it's also amazing that she's putting music out there like this because it is so relatable for so many people. At number 10 I've put Purple. I really love this song, and it is the song in the album that marks the transition from the Girl So In Love side to the pretty sad side. I don't really know what I expected with this song, but it did shock me when I listened to it for the first time. It's again obviously exploring like you're all consumed by this relationship, you love them so much and you feel it so deeply, and obviously it's like these two sides are merging together. It says, you're red and my blue, now I see the world in purple. Like your life has become theirs. Also the lyrics, hang on, let me find them. Had big dreams till I tied myself to you, now I'm all consumed. At number 11 I've put You Plus Me Equals a Heart. It's a common theme with this, that I'm loving the dancey tracks on the album. I absolutely love the chorus. I've got a feeling, wounds are healing, talking on the phone, I know everybody changes but I hope that we don't. It's like loving your relationship in that moment, and it's just so like, this is perfect, I don't want it to change. And like feeling that, obviously she says wounds are healing, feeling like you've grown from your past, if that makes sense, you've healed and you're ready to open yourself up for the next phase in the relationship. I absolutely love this song, and it's going to be so good to listen to on the tour. At number 12 I've put What's Wrong With Me, and I think this song shocked a lot of people, including me. I thought this song was going to be talking about your own feelings, talking about your own head, like what's wrong with me, why am I having these thoughts, why do I feel like this, but she completely flipped it. And obviously the lyrics are, I think you're what's wrong with me, which is that realization that actually this relationship is not right for me, you're the problem, your actions are what are making me feel this way. And I think it was so cool to have a song like that. It definitely shocked all of us, and again it's just so relatable, that like almost numbness when you know you're in a relationship that isn't working out. Obviously she says like, went to the doctor, she said I was fine, no validation whatsoever. Talk to a friend but I can't get out of bed. You just feel so numb and you're just like like, you know, I can't really describe it, but I just think that again it's such an amazing theme to have a song about. And at number 13, last but by no means least, I've put Drop Dead. I primarily think I've put it as the last on the ranking because we've heard it the most, if that makes sense. It's been out for a while now, but that by no means means that it's a bad song. I think it's an incredible song. It's so dancey and the lyricism in it is incredible, and it's just such an amazing love song that again explores that giddiness of like having a crush on someone and being like, oh my gosh. Obviously in this ranking I'm not saying that any song is bad, because like I said, I genuinely love all of them, and I'm not just saying that obviously because I'm a massive Olivia Rodrigo fan. I genuinely think they are all lyrical masterpieces. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, and obviously subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Olivia Rodrigo.